All right, good morning, outdoorsmen. I am here in Frederick, Maryland, here in Frederick County in central Maryland, and as you can see, fall is here. And I thought it would be cool to share with you some of the covered bridges. There are 4 that are essentially at one point were actually either horse or small car, and 3 of them still do hold traffic. The first one I'm going to show you here is in downtown Frederick in Baker Park. And then we'll be traveling up through Frederick County to check out the rest of them. So as always, let's get outdoors. Lots of people out here with babies and out running, out walking. It is a beautiful day to be outside. In the low to mid 50s, breezy but beautiful. And there you can see the first covered bridge. I'm going to walk up and check it out. This is actually the Carroll Creek covered bridge. I've had this particular covered bridge in other videos that I've done here of Baker Park, but at one point this was used for horse traffic, and obviously now it is strictly a pedestrian bridge. But there are other pedestrian bridges here in the area, but I wanted to show ones that actually would have had more substantial traffic on them. Here we are looking down Carroll Creek, and we'll come across on this side, and we'll be able to look up the creek. So that's without a paddle too. So we're going to slide on through and take a look at it from the other end. All right, here we are on the other side of the Carroll Creek Bridge. Really cool to see. That's it for this one, and we are, as I said, we're going to catch 3 more a little further north in Frederick County. The other 3 here will actually have car traffic that still uses these bridges today. Let's keep going. All right, outdoorsmen, here we are at the Utica covered bridge. We're going to go ahead and walk through, check it out from both sides. You can see it's a great day to be out. There are actually people already in the bridge, so we're going to go see what we can come up with. As I said, looking for bridges that have commuter traffic, and you can see cars are definitely using it. This is the Utica covered bridge, and here you can see the construction. Very, very heavy timbers on both sides, and even here on the bottom. The boards are probably almost 4 inches thick and about 8 inches wide. So an awful lot of timber went into this. Interesting how they dovetailed the joints. Well, I guess it's not really a dovetail there, but how they matched the jointing and then went ahead and bolted it all together. Coming out the other side here, we'll go ahead and turn around and take a look at it from this end. And there you can see it. And this one, it's not open, but you can see that there is a little creek there that we need to cross. And I am sure that there were many times where travelers were happy to get over that without having to go through it. We're heading up to Loy's Station ferry now. Loy's Station covered bridge now. All right, everyone, we are at Boy Station Covered Bridge, and here you can see a car getting ready to go through. This is the third of our 4 bridges we're going to check out today. They have a nice little playground to go with it and a pavilion, and it's nice that they even have a restroom facility. We're going to go ahead and see what the sign says up here, and we're going to check out the bridge in a little more detail. All right, here we'll take a look at the understructure. Nice that they have a pretty substantial piling there, and the way it's oriented, it should shunt any trees that are coming down around the sides, which it seems like it has done. There we're looking upstream, and they actually have left a little space open up top to give you a little bit of light as you travel through. We're going to go ahead up and we're going to walk through. All right. Similar to the Utica Bridge, this looks like it has far more individual timbers. It doesn't have near as many that are jointed in any way to make the overall construction. Super cool car. There you can look upstream, and we're going to come over here and take a peek downstream. Beautiful little areas. It's really cool to be able to get out and experience. And as I was saying, the structures here are far more uniform with single timbers as opposed to having multiple ones. All right, outdoorsmen, we are at Roddy Road Covered Bridge. There it is. Again, Frederick County has done a really nice job creating a beautiful little park here, a place to picnic, a couple little swings. Really very, very pretty and a great place to get outdoors. This is the bridge of the 4, potentially the smallest of the 4, but I will tell you that as far as navigation, the other 3 would have been easier to cross. The Carroll Creek Bridge would have been a little tough. This one definitely needed to happen. Water is very, very low right now, and you can see just how difficult it would have been to try to navigate this space. While there are no cars, we're going to go ahead and walk on through here. Again, smallest timbers being used here. Certainly still very thick floor timber, but aside from that, pretty normal looking timbers otherwise. So we're going to take a look at it from the other side here in just a second. All right, here we are. There you can see some of the stone construction that they did to keep the erosion from happening. I think that's a great idea. Zoom in a little bit. There you can see that. We'll go ahead and take a look at the downriver side here. Fall is in full swing here in Maryland, and we are sliding back through. 2 of the others, as you saw, had kind of rounded perspectives. This one, the supporting joist is very substantial, but then all of the others are very small. This one, they kind of went with a triangular perspective to do the supporting. Really cool. Glad I took the time to swing by and hit these 4 covered bridges here in Frederick County, Maryland. All right, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing the 4 covered bridges that at one time supported at least horse traffic, and 3 of the 4 that definitely still support car traffic. It was great being out here in the fall. Awesome to see so many people that were out and about. If you enjoyed today's video, I'd love for you to give me a like, and if you want, you can even follow. Do lots of these kind of just out and about videos, but also share my time being outdoors paddling and my hunting adventures as well. So until next time, get outdoors.